welcome back to Simbright Fashion Academy YouTube channel for another interesting tutorial on this channel. So today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make this particular gown. You are seeing there is an off-shoulder gown. So I'm going to use a small scale drafting as usual to demonstrate to you how you can draft and sew this particular off-shoulder dress with a band attached to it. So usually when we want to start up our drafting on this channel, we always make our border lines, which will serve as a guide for appropriate drafting. So like I said, it's going to be a small scale drafting, so I'll be making use of everything I have on this length as the full length of this dress. So here is my shoulder line, and this is my center front and my center back. So I'm drafting both center front and center back right here. So from the shoulder line, I'm going to take the vertical lines I require for this drafting. So I'll be taking my chest line, my waistline, my hip line, and the full length. These are the lines I need for this particular off-shoulder drafting. So this is my chest line. Of course, you know how to get it, but your bust divided by 6 plus 1.5. And what I have on the hem, that is the full length. Okay, chest, waist, hip, and full length. Okay, so I'll impute what I have on my center front line. My center front line, I'm going to impute my shoulder. Okay, divide by 2, and I'll also do the same right here. I'll drop my shoulder by 1 inch. My natural neckline, you know how to get it, bust divide by 2 by 12. Okay, so I'll just mark in my miniature drawing. Okay, so this is it, and I'm going to connect. So once that is done, I will get the round bust measurement. So this is my round bust measurement, which I'm going to mark out right here. And next I want to do is to get what I have on the shoulder, on the armhole line. Okay, so this is an off shoulder, but we have to go through this process to be sure we know what we have what we are doing appropriately. So from here I'll go in by 0.75 and connect for the front armhole. Then I'll bring this back. So what I'm drafting now is the front pattern. Okay, is the front pattern, but since it's an off shoulder, we don't need the back pattern because the off shoulder is the same. By the time we start altering it, we'll not be needing the back pattern. Okay, so this is it, my waistline and my hip line. This is my hip line, and whatever I have on the hip line, I will transfer it on the hem line. All right, so I'm going to take my draftings as usual. I'll just, okay, let me just go in a little, since it's a small scale drafting and it's not a full drafting. All right, so that is that. So next I will do is to add ease. I want to add ease to my block. On the chest line, I'm adding 1 inch to my block. On the waistline, I'm adding 2 inches. On the hip, I'm adding 2 inches. So by the time you wear this dress, you have 8 inches allowance. So on the hem, I'll also add the same 2 inches. So this is ease on my block. Okay, so I make sure I have my ease on my block, and then I'll connect. So once that is done, if you want it straight like this, you can go ahead, but if you want it a little A-lined, you can add 3 inches. So I'll just pretend adding 3 more inches to everything. Then I'll take it all the way from the waistline to the hip line like that. Okay, that is the extension. That is if you wish. So the purpose of this tutorial is the off shoulder. So for the off shoulder you are seeing right there, we are going to off